In this video, I want to talk to you about the Necchi NC-204D. This is the top of the line computerized model out by Necchi. This machine is going to give you all the stitches and all the computer controls that you've been looking for, as well as accessories. So let's take a look at a good overview of this machine. The NC-204D is going to give us the LCD screen. It's very clear. I can see my stitches on the screen here. I'm easily able to dial up all of my stitches. Now there's a planogram of all your stitches built in, giving you all the different straight stitch, zigzags. You have 13 different one-step buttonholes that'll come with this machine. What sets this machine apart from a lot of the other models that's on the market, it has an electronic buttonhole maker. I can put the button I'm working with in it, and it's going to precisely make that buttonhole the same size as the button I'm working with every time. You have all the different styles to choose from. 13, that's the most on about any machine I've seen on the market. You're going to have a lot of decorative stitches. You've got quilting stitches, heirloom stitches. Your basic utility stitches are built in on this model. It's real easy right in front of me for pulling up the stitch. I can see what stitch I have it on. I can change the width and the length right here in front of me. I can easily just refer back to my card, dial in the number that I want to sew, and the machine's going to pull it up for me. I can't ask for anything easier than that. The Necchi 204D is going to be very easy to thread. I have the horizontal spool pin. I have my thread guides that are clearly marked for me, a full channel all the way down to get into my tension assembly, all the way down to the needle, and I will have a built-in needle threader on the machine. It does have the adjustable pressure. This is very nice to have for me to be able to adjust that pressure, because if I'm working with a lighter weight piece of material, I need to back that pressure off sometimes to make sure it doesn't bury down into my throat plate. If I'm working with heavier materials, sometimes I need to make sure I have more or multiple layers, have a little bit more pressure or tension on that fabric as it's feeding it all the way through. I will have a little bit higher lift on my presser foot so I can get thicker materials up underneath the foot, and it's a 7-point feed dog system. I have 7 places my feed dogs is coming into contact with the fabric. So for lighter weight material, that makes it so nice. It keeps that fabric flat while the needle's penetrating the garment. I have the metal needle plate with my markings for seam allowances, and it does have the top drop-in bobbin system. I can see my bobbin at any given time, so I know when I'm running low, and it's going to be really easy for me to thread. A top drop-in bobbin machine is going to be a lot smoother running machine as well. The likelihood of it jamming is quite a bit less on a top drop-in system. The machine does have an accessory tray that's very easy to remove. All I have to do is pop it off, and then I have all my accessories right here. It comes with a lot. We have all those marked on the website, showing you all the standard accessories. This machine comes with a few you normally don't get. On a machine of this caliber, you're going to get the walking foot that's going to be included, as well as you're going to get the quilt extension table that will be included. And this table has leveling legs on it. I can level it up to get it exactly where I like it around my needle plate, and I have a nice ruler on the front for measuring. Now let's zoom in. I want to show you some of the computer controls that's built in on this machine. On the 204, it's going to be really easy for me to pull up my stitches. I know exactly what mode that I'm going to be in, so all I want to do is push the button. It'll show me what mode. It shows me what stitch that I'm on. Here I can adjust my width, and I can adjust my length settings here. There are stitches on this machine made for twin needle sewing. If you buy a twin needle, the Necchi 204D takes a very common needle system. You'll be able to find these needles anywhere. If you need any parts or any accessories, Ken Sewing Center is going to carry everything that's made for the NC-204D. I can easily dial up my stitch on the front of the machine here. I don't have to hunt for anything. It's all right there at my fingertips. I can override the speed of the machine here. Now, this model will come with an electronic foot control. However, I can use the start-stop button on the front if I don't want to use my foot control. That makes it really nice. I do have the built-in scissor. Now, this is one of the #1 features I find most customers are so glad they have, because you forget about how many times we go back getting scissors, snipping threads, snipping bobbin threads. Though there's a little razor on the side of the machine, that is super nice to have. It's going to snip that bobbin and top thread for you. I do have a needle up, needle down feature. There's times I want my needle to stop in the fabric. If I'm doing applique work, turning a corner, I want to make sure that needle is down, so I turn that corner, getting right up to whatever I'm appliquing or attaching to another piece of material. That's just going to make the job so much easier, and it's going to look so much more professional on top as we're stitching along. We will have the auto lock feature. Auto lock ties the stitch off for me underneath. You'll probably never use reverse again, because of that auto lock feature. That way your back tack is hidden underneath the garment and nobody will be able to see it. The NC-204D has good quality working components, has a nice size motor in it. It's going to be able to handle heavier sewing like several layers of denim. If you're hemming blue jeans, even garment grade leather, it'll handle doing that with no problem. All the way down to sheer materials because of my feed dog system that's built into this machine. Here I'm going to show you, I'm going to take it kind of to the extreme and do 8 layers of denim. Now 8 layers of denim is roughly the side seam on a pair of denim blue jeans. Everybody's going to encounter that. And you'll notice the top drop-in bobbin system, how it's going to allow me to crawl up and over or down on 2 other pieces of material. I won't have to be adjusting tensions. You're rarely going to have to adjust a tension on the 204D. It's not finicky whatsoever. Here I can raise my presser foot up. I got that extra high lift and I put it down. I'll just probably ease a little bit more pressure onto my garment here. Then I'm going to do stitch number 1, which is just a standard straight stitch. Let's back our speed down just a little bit just for demonstration purposes here. And I'm going to go from extreme heavy, and we're going to go down onto this cotton material. I can speed it up to show you. I'm going to be able to crawl down, crawl up and over. I don't have to worry about tensions, setting tensions, or worry about skipping stitches on this machine. It's going to be able to handle it. That feed dog system, how it's set up, it's going to feed that fabric through. And now I'm going to this stretch knit material. When I get to the end of my garment, I'm going to show you the auto lock feature. All I have to do is hit that button. It's going to tie that stitch underneath for me. I hit my scissor to snip the bobbin in the top thread, and I just raise that up. And now I have went from extreme heavy to a cotton to a stretch material. There's no puckering whatsoever. Ken Sewing Center is your authorized Necchi dealer. We carry all Necchi models, all parts, and all accessories. Any machine you purchase from us, you have us for the life you own your machine. I have 4 full-time technicians at our store. We're here 6 days a week to help you. If you need help comparing every model in the Necchi line to try to find the right machine for you, feel free to give us a call or drop us an email anytime. We'll be glad to help you.